Hi, my name is Carol and the name of my channel is Broke but Bountifully Blessed. Today's video is for the Healthy Goals Wednesday collabs, also known as hashtag HGW, which is hosted by Gail over at Gail Southern Living and Heather over at Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. I'm from Wisconsin, the dairy state, the state where people love cheese so much that they wear blocks of foam rubber made to look like a wedge of cheese on their heads, where grocery stores have coolers of cheese that are almost a block long. Check out Woodman's. Cheese is everywhere around here, and I always loved it. I loved grilled cheese sandwiches, 3-cheese pizza, macaroni and cheese popcorn, and anything made from cheese. But I'm allergic to dairy. Around 40 years ago, when my allergist first told me that I was allergic to dairy, there were few milk alternatives. But over the past years, many companies have created many tasty but quite expensive products to fill the void for those of us who are lactose intolerant or allergic to casein like me. Casein is the protein in dairy. And now the internet is full of recipes for more budget-friendly versions of cheesy sauce or shredded cheese alternatives, as well as blocks of sliceable and often meltable dairy-free cheese, made from things that you wouldn't expect to be used in a cheese alternative. I have made cheese from potatoes. I've made cheese from rice, carrots, squash, quinoa, cauliflower, and even beans. I've followed many recipes, and I've even created a few of my own. I have ADHD, and although that can sometimes be a problem, the fact that I have a creative mind is one of the few perks. So when I saw this bag of vegetables, all I could think of was broccoli cheese soup. And this is how I made a batch of healthy, low-fat soup from a bag of mixed vegetables.
This bag of California medley has been sitting in my freezer far too long. It's time to use it up. One thing that I like to do with this is make it into broccoli cheese soup. The first thing I'm going to do is separate the cauliflower and the carrots from the broccoli. I'll let the broccoli thaw out and then I'll chop it up. And this I'm going to puree into a sauce. But first I want to cook it until it's soft. I'll start by adding some water in my saucepan. Then I'll dump in my frozen veggies. Once the veggies are soft, I'll pour them into my blender. Then I'll blend them until they make a smooth and creamy sauce. Next, I'll pour it back into the pan. Then add a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of onion powder, and a teaspoon of salt. My half teaspoon fits in the jars better, so I'll use that. I prefer fresh garlic, but all I've got is this, so I'll use a teaspoon of that. I'm out of fresh lemon juice, but I've got this. It'll work just as good. A tablespoon will give it the tartness it needs. I'm out of nutritional yeast, but the brine from a jar of olives will work just as good. I'm going to use about a half a cup. And I'll give it a nice stir. When the soup was done, I used some of the leftovers to top my baked potato. 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast give it a creamy texture. Mix it in really good and cook it until it thickens. This soup was great for a side dish, and it made a good snack too. I like a little smoked paprika in my cheesy soup. How about you? I need to stay close and stir often. This will go from being ice cold to being burnt in no time. While my cheesy broth is cooking, I'm going to chop these pieces of broccoli up into tinier pieces. Then I'll add them to the cheesy sauce and let them cook until they're nice and hot too. Ooh, that smells so good, and it's getting nice and thick. Oh, I can't wait to try a bowl of this. I'm just going to have a bowl for a snack right now, but this would be great with a sandwich. Well, let's see if it tastes as good as it smells. Really good.